Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. Sheila's jealousy over Taylor and Deacon erupts. Deacon Sharp stands by the window, hands shoved deep into his pockets, his jaw tight. The man who's tried so hard to redeem himself once again finds his heart tangled in the chaos that follows Sheila Carter wherever she goes. Taylor Hayes' soft voice echoes from the kitchen. Taylor, Deacon, are you sure you want to do this? Talking to Sheila about us. Her voice carries both warmth and worry. She knows what Sheila is capable of, and she knows jealousy has always been Sheila's most dangerous weapon. Deacon turns, sighing. Deacon, she deserves honesty, Taylor. I can't keep pretending nothing's changed. Taylor steps forward, the lamplight catching her expressive eyes. She's dressed in soft gray, calm and composed, the picture of emotional maturity that has always disarmed men like Rich, and now, unexpectedly, Deacon. Taylor, I get it. But Deacon, this is Sheila. There's no telling how she'll react. He nods grimly, because she's right. And miles away, in a dark corner of Illinois Giardino, the woman in question, Sheila Carter, sits alone in her favorite booth, eyes gleaming like shards of green glass. She's overheard just enough to feel the sting of betrayal. Sheila's fingers tap impatiently against her wine glass. The news she overheard, that Taylor had been spending late nights at Deacon's place, helping him rebuild his life, burned through her veins like acid. Sheila Taylor Hayes, you just couldn't stay away, could you? Her reflection in the glass looks back at her, a woman who's fought tooth and nail to be loved, to be accepted. But jealousy always creeps in, uninvited, until it consumes her. When Deacon finally enters, she's all smiles, too sweet, too calm. It's the kind of calm that precedes disaster. Sheila, well, look who it is. My handsome man, sneaking around without me. Deacon, Sheila, don't start. We need to talk. The smile fades. Her tone drops, sharp as broken glass. Sheila, talk about what, Deacon? About Taylor Hayes and her new little therapy sessions in your living room. Taylor's laughter, soft and unguarded, fills the room. She's helping Deacon set up a charity dinner for ex-convicts, something to prove to Hope that he's changed. Taylor places a hand on his arm, and for the first time in years, Deacon feels seen, not judged, not shamed, just seen. She had said quietly, Taylor, you're not your past, Deacon. You're more than what people think. The memory fades, but the warmth of that touch lingers. Back to present, Illinois Giardino. Deacon sighs. Deacon, Taylor's a friend, Sheila. That's all. She's helping me. Sheila helping you? Is that what they're calling it now? Her voice drips venom. Patrons turn to look. Deacon lowers his tone, motioning for her to calm down. Deacon, please. You're blowing this out of proportion. But Sheila's eyes are wild now, glinting with heartbreak and fury. Sheila, you told me I was the only woman who believed in you. The only one who stood by you when everyone else turned their back. And now you're sharing your heart with her. Her words echo, raw, trembling with pain. For a fleeting second, Deacon almost feels sorry for her. Almost. Rich Forrester and Taylor's daughter, Steffi, is home, scrolling through her phone. News travels fast, even faster in this town. She frowns at a text from Finn, Taylor's with Deacon again tonight. Steffi, Mom, what are you doing? That man's trouble. Before she can call, the doorbell rings. It's Liam, there to drop off Kelly's forgotten backpack. But Steffi can sense his holding something back. Steffi, what is it, Liam? You've got that look. Liam, hesitant, you didn't hear this from me, but Sheila's spiraling again. Someone said she confronted Deacon and Taylor at Illinois Giardino. It got ugly. Steffi's stomach drops. She knows what ugly means when Sheila's involved. The confrontation has gone from public argument to whispered threats. Sheila, if Taylor doesn't stay away from you, I'll make sure she regrets it. I lost Finn once, I won't lose you too. Deacon, this isn't love, Sheila. This is obsession. The words hit like a slap. Sheila's hand trembles over her glass. For a moment, she looks utterly lost. The monster peeled back to reveal the woman beneath, scared of being alone. Sheila, whispering, don't say that. Please, don't. But Deacon stands. He's made up his mind. Deacon, I can't live like this anymore. He walks out, leaving her shaking, breathing hard. The restaurant's music fades under the sound of her ragged sobs. Then her expression changes. Calm again. Cold. Calculating. Sheila, you don't walk away from me, Deacon. Nobody does. Int. Deacon's apartment, later that night. Taylor knocks on the door. When Deacon opens it, she sees it all over his face. The confrontation didn't end well. Taylor, she came after you, didn't she? He nods, running a hand through his hair. Deacon, she's not going to let this go. Taylor moves closer, her hand resting on his arm again, the same gesture that started all this. Taylor, then you're not facing her alone. Their eyes lock, and suddenly, there's no denying what's been building. The tension breaks as Deacon kisses her, desperate, searching, afraid. But outside, in the shadows, someone watches. Sheila. Her nails dig into her palm as she fights the scream rising in her throat. Sheila, whispering, you chose her. You really chose her. Steffi paces the living room, phone in hand. She's trying to reach Taylor, but there's no answer. Steffi, please, Mom, don't let her hurt you. Ridge enters, clearly already aware of what's going on. Ridge, I just got off the phone with Baker. Sheila's back on the radar. Steffi gasps. Steffi, you mean? Ridge, she was seen outside Deacon's place last night. She's dangerous again, Steffi. If she snaps. He doesn't have to finish the sentence. The look on his face says it all. Int. Deacon's apartment, same time. Deacon wakes to the sound of shattering glass. The front window's been smashed. On the floor lies a single rose, its petals splattered with red paint. Taylor rushes out of the bedroom. Taylor, Deacon, what is it? He picks up the rose, hands shaking. Deacon, it's from her. Sheila's warning me. Taylor's heart pounds. She knows Sheila's capable of anything. Taylor, we need to call Ridge. Now. Deacon hesitates, because that would mean exposing their connection, admitting to everyone that they've grown close. But he knows Taylor's right. Cut to police station, later. Deputy Chief Baker sits behind his desk, rubbing his temples. The file on Sheila Carter has grown thicker by the week. Baker, you'd think after 9 lives, she'd finally stay gone. Ridge storms in with Steffi right behind him. Ridge, Baker, she's threatening my family again. You need to find her before she does something. Baker nods grimly. Baker, we already traced her car near Deacon Sharp's building. We're working on it. Steffi swallows hard, terrified for her mother. Sheila returns to the scene of her humiliation. The restaurant is quiet now, the lights low. She sits at the same booth, staring at her reflection in the window. Sheila, they all think they can live without me. But they'll see. They'll all see. Her voice breaks, then steadies again, ice cold. Sheila, if I can't have Deacon, no one will. She pulls a small phone from her purse and dials an anonymous number. Sheila, I need a favor. There's a woman named Taylor Hayes, and I want her scared. Taylor and Deacon are sitting together, unaware that their private moment has sparked a chain reaction. Steffi enters, shocked to see them side by side. Steffi, Mom? What are you doing here, with him? Taylor stands, calm but firm. Taylor, Deacon's been through enough judgment, Steffi. I won't add to it. But before Steffi can respond, Ridge walks in, holding his phone. Ridge, Baker just called. Sheila's on the run again. The room goes still. Extension Cliff House, night. The wind howls along the coastline as Taylor steps outside for air. The sound of waves crashing below mixes with her racing heartbeat. Then she hears it, the crunch of footsteps behind her. Taylor, turning Sheila. No answer. Just the rustle of wind. She takes a cautious step forward. And then a figure emerges from the shadows. Sheila. Eyes wild, trembling, mascara streaking down her face. Sheila, you took everything from me. Taylor raises her hands, pleading. Taylor, Sheila, listen to me, you don't have to do this. But Sheila steps closer, her pain spilling out in waves. Sheila, he loved me. I could have had a life, a family. But you had to play the hero again. Int. Cliff House, continuous. Steffi and Ridge rush out as they hear raised voices. Deacon follows, breathless. Ridge, Taylor. They burst onto the patio just as Sheila collapses to her knees, sobbing. The fight leaves her, replaced by exhaustion and heartbreak. Sheila, choking out, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I just wanted to be loved. Baker's car screeches up the driveway, lights flashing. Officers swarm the property. Baker, Sheila Carter, you're under arrest, again. Sheila doesn't resist this time. She just stares up at Taylor with hollow eyes. Sheila, softly, he'll come back to me someday. As she's led away, Taylor exhales shakily, Deacon wrapping an arm around her. Ridge's jaw clenches, torn between anger and relief. Epilogue, Int. Illinois Giardino, days later. The restaurant has returned to normal. Deacon wipes down the counter, lost in thought. Taylor enters quietly. Taylor, you okay? Deacon, she's back where she belongs. But it still feels heavy. Taylor nods. Taylor, Sheila's never really gone. But we'll face whatever comes, together. He smiles faintly, reaching for her hand. The camera pans out through the window, the city lights glowing like distant stars. Poppy uses Luna's baby for Bill reunion plot, make surprise custody push. 1. A storm brews at Spencer Publications. The sun had barely risen over Los Angeles when Bill Spencer stood by his office window, staring out over the city he ruled like a king. His reflection stared back, confident, ruthless, but weary. The recent chaos surrounding Luna Nozawa's baby had worn him down more than he'd ever admit. He poured himself a stiff coffee, though his mind was miles away, tangled in a web of loyalty, guilt, and old feelings. Behind him, the elevator doors opened with a soft ding. Poppy Nozawa stepped out, dressed in understated elegance. Her face was calm, but her eyes were sharp, calculating. Bill. You're early. That's never a good sign. Poppy. Neither is avoiding my calls, Bill. Bill turned, his jaw tightening. He'd seen this look before, the look of a woman with a plan. 2. A mother's desperation. Poppy approached the desk, setting a manila envelope down in front of him. Poppy. You know what this is. Bill frowned, sliding the papers out. Custody documents. Bill. You've got to be kidding me. Poppy. I'm not. Luna's not capable of raising that baby right now, not after everything that's happened. Her tone cracked just slightly. Poppy. She's been through trauma, Bill. Prison. Loss. Scandal. She's broken, and she needs me. Bill. She needs help, not another fight. Poppy leaned forward. Poppy. That's why I'm here. I want custody. Temporary, at least. Bill's brows rose. Bill. You think you can just take her baby? Poppy's lips curved, just slightly. Poppy. Not take. Protect. And maybe, give that child the life she deserves. With a family. With us. The air thickened. Bill stared at her. Did she just imply what he thought she did? Bill. You're talking about me. Poppy. You're the only man I trust with that child's future. 3. Luna learns the truth. Across town, Luna Nozawa sat in her small apartment, surrounded by baby toys and unopened letters. Her mother's words echoed in her head, it's for the best. Luna. You think taking my baby is what's best? Her phone buzzed. Electra, her cousin and sometimes confidant, appeared on screen. Electra. Hey, I heard your mom's been meeting with Bill again. You okay? Luna's eyes flashed. Luna. No, I'm not okay. She's trying to use my baby to get him back. Electra. You really think Poppy would go that far? Luna didn't even hesitate. Luna. You don't know her like I do. She hides her claws under silk gloves. Her voice broke. Luna. I can't lose my baby, Electra. Not to her. Not to anyone. 4. Brooke's warning. Later that day, Brooke Logan walked into Spencer Publications after hearing whispers of Poppy's plan. Bill was her ex, but she still knew him, and his weak spot had always been women with wounded hearts and dangerous motives. She stormed into his office, heels clicking like gunfire. Brooke. Tell me it's not true. Bill sighed, rubbing his temples. Bill. Brooke, please. Brooke. You're actually considering helping Poppy take Luna's baby? Bill stiffened. Bill. It's not like that. Luna's been unstable. Brooke. She's been traumatized. That girl was locked up for a crime she didn't commit. You of all people should understand what false judgment feels like. Bill's jaw worked. Brooke's words cut deep. Brooke. Don't let Poppy use you. You have a good heart, Bill. Don't hand it to the wrong woman again. She left him standing there, torn between guilt and loyalty, truth and temptation. 5. The plot thickens. That evening, Poppy met with Carter Walton at Illinois Giardino, sliding a stack of documents his way. Poppy. I want you to represent me in the custody petition. Carter frowned. Carter. Poppy, this isn't going to go the way you think. Luna's the biological mother. She's been cleared of all charges. The court won't side with you. Poppy's smile didn't waver. Poppy. Not if I can prove she's unfit. Carter's brows knit. Carter. Unfit? What are you planning? Poppy leaned in, lowering her voice. Poppy. Nothing illegal. Just the truth. Luna's been emotionally unstable since the prison ordeal. She's seeing a therapist, having panic attacks. Carter. You're crossing a line. Poppy. No, Carter. I'm saving my granddaughter. She sipped her wine, satisfaction flickering in her eyes. 6. Ridge and Steffi find out. Back at Forrester Creations, Ridge Forrester and Steph FY overheard Brooke on a tense call with Bill. Brooke. If you go through with this, Bill, you'll destroy that girl, and Poppy's using you, can't you see that? Ridge crossed his arms, grim. Ridge. Let me guess. Poppy's playing victim again. Steffi. She's always been manipulative. But using Luna's baby? That's next level. Ridge nodded, furious. Ridge. If she drags Forrester or Spencer into another public scandal, I'll make sure she regrets it. Steffi's eyes hardened. Steffi. We should warn Luna. She deserves to know what her mother's planning. 7. A daughter's confrontation. That night, Poppy returned home, only to find Luna waiting, eyes red, papers in hand. Luna. You went behind my back. Poppy froze. Poppy. Sweetheart, Luna. Don't sweetheart me. You filed for custody of my baby. Poppy's composure cracked for the first time. Poppy. Luna, listen to me. You're hurting. You're not ready for this responsibility. Luna. I lost everything. My reputation, my freedom, and now you're trying to take my child? Poppy reached out, but Luna backed away. Luna. You're not doing this for me. You're doing it for him. The silence was deafening. Luna. You still love Bill. Poppy's voice trembled. Poppy. I never stopped. Luna's face fell, betrayal etched in every tear. Luna. Then you've lost me too. She stormed out, slamming the door behind her. 8. The next morning, Bill's choice. Bill sat at his desk again, Poppy's petition in front of him. His phone buzzed, a text from Luna. You wanted honesty, Bill. Here it is, I'm fighting for my child, and I'll fight you too if I have to. He sighed deeply. Moments later, Poppy entered. Poppy. Have you thought about what I said? Bill's face hardened. Bill. I have. And I'm out. Poppy blinked. Poppy. What? Bill. This isn't love, Poppy. It's control. You're trying to fix your mistakes by living through your daughter's life, and that's not something I'll be part of. Her expression turned icy. Poppy. You're making a mistake. Bill. No. You did. The moment you used that baby as leverage. He handed her the petition, ripped in half. Bill. We done. 9. Katie steps in. Later that day, Katie Logan met Luna at Illinois Giardino. There was an awkward silence at first, so much pain and history between them, but something about Luna's eyes reminded Katie of her own mistakes. Katie. I heard about your mother. Luna nodded, voice trembling. Luna. She's trying to take my baby, Katie. Katie sighed. Katie. You're not alone in this. If you need someone to speak for you, someone who knows how these fights go, I'll help. Luna's eyes widened. Luna. You'd do that? After everything? Katie. Because I know what it's like to let bitterness ruin everything. I won't let Poppy do that to you. They shared a long, tentative smile, the beginning of an unexpected alliance. 10. The courtroom showdown. 2 weeks later, the custody hearing began. The courtroom buzzed with reporters, tension thick as fog. Poppy sat beside her attorney, perfectly composed. Luna sat across from her, clutching a small stuffed toy that once belonged to her baby. Bill and Katie sat quietly behind her, offering silent support. The judge entered, and proceedings began. Poppy's attorney. Your Honor, my client seeks temporary custody based on emotional instability and the child's best interests. Luna rose, voice shaking but strong. Luna. My mother thinks because I'm hurting, I can't love. But pain doesn't make you unfit, it makes you human. She paused, eyes glistening. Luna. That baby is all I have left of everything I lost. Please don't let her take that away too. The judge leaned forward. Judge. The court recognizes Ms. Nozawa's commitment and dismisses the petition for custody. The child remains with her mother. Poppy's face fell, the mask cracking completely. Luna turned to her, tears streaming. Luna. You taught me to fight, Mom. Guess I learned well. Poppy lowered her head, defeated. 11. Aftermath, redemption and regret. Outside the courthouse, cameras flashed. Reporters shouted. But Luna ignored them all. She held her child close, whispering promises only a mother could understand. Behind her, Bill approached Poppy. Bill. You lost her, Poppy, and not because of me. Because you stopped seeing her as your daughter and started seeing her as your second chance. Poppy looked up, tears spilling freely. Poppy. I just wanted to fix it all. Bill. Then start by fixing yourself. He walked away, leaving her standing on the courthouse steps, alone, not as a schemer now, but as a mother who realized too late what her ambition had cost her. 12. The final scene, peace restored. Later that night, Luna sat by her baby's crib in her dimly lit apartment. The moonlight glowed across her face, soft, serene, resilient. Luna. You'll never know what we went through to keep you safe. But maybe one day, you'll understand how hard love can be. She kissed her baby's forehead just as a knock came at the door. She opened it. Bill stood there. Bill. I didn't come to talk about your mother. I came to make sure you're okay. Luna smiled faintly, grateful. Luna. We will be. He nodded. Bill. Then maybe, that's enough. They stood in quiet understanding, not enemies, not allies, but two people bound by truth, forgiveness, and the fragile hope of healing.